What do you do when she just stops responding to you? Is there a way to work around this? Stay tuned. Well, hello and welcome, my darling. My name is Arica Angelo, and I'm a trusted dating and relationship expert who's been helping men just like you for 13 years. So my job is to help you as a man connect with a woman intimately. But what happens when she breaks that connection? What happens when she stops responding? First and foremost, I know for a lot of guys, this is a scary place. It's a place of the unknown. And to be very honest with you, even with women, when someone has ghosted them, they've stopped responding to them, it hurts. It creates a lot of confusion, creates a lot of uncertainty, creates a lot of frustration. And so if you're a little scared, and I know you're not going to admit that to anyone else, but it's okay. This is a safe place. You can admit that here, and you can admit that to yourself, and you can admit that to me. I understand, because when a person does this, it's actually very inconsiderate. I think this is a very harsh way to deal with people. And unfortunately, I think to some degree, a lot of us have done this. Maybe not you, but I know maybe even in my past where I've been too immature to confront a situation, even I've done it. And it's just not okay, because what happens is you leave a bunch of question marks over that person's heart, over their ability to connect with people, and it's just unnecessary. So obviously, if you're watching this, you're experiencing that, and I just want to say from my heart as a woman, I'm very sorry that you're having this experience. So what do you do when she stops responding to you? You know, I think that the inclination that most men have is to want to reach out, which I appreciate about men, by the way. Let me just say that. Let me validate you in the fact that I appreciate that you want to be proactive and you want to do something. I appreciate that being an advocate for yourself and for the relationship. But listen, when a woman stops responding, there are a couple things. I know most people are going to tell you that you should just pull back. We've heard this from other dating coaches. I've even talked about it, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. I would like to propose something else. I would like to propose this, that you send her a text message that says, hey, listen, I've noticed you've gone quiet. It would be really helpful for me if you shared with me why. Hey guys, no matter where you are in your journey with women, I've got you covered with one of my courses. So make sure that you check these courses out at aricaangelo.com. And I want you to send that because here's the thing. We can all run around in this world of relating with people as jackasses, but at some point there has to be a level of accountability. So when you send that message, that lets her know, hey, there's another person over here. I'm not just some swipe. I'm not some face that you just see on your screen and you scroll and you do this. No, I'm an actual person and I have feelings. So when you ask that, you're almost putting a demand for an answer. Now, I'm not saying she's going to give that to you, but I believe that as human beings, we have a right to call each other out when someone's acting like an asshole and saying, hey, you just disappeared and I want to know why. And then you can always follow up with saying, I'm not looking to put things back together with this, but I would like some understanding. There's nothing wrong for asking for understanding. And if you don't want to say that part because you do want her back, you just say, listen, I'm trying to find some understanding in this. And hopefully, if she's a human who's still in touch with herself and she hasn't completely disassociated and disconnected from herself, that she'll go, out, you know what, he's right, I owe him that. I shouldn't be such a little chicken shit and pretend like he's just disappeared out of my life. So I want to encourage you with that. Here's the thing. If she doesn't respond to that, that is your answer. That lets you know what kind of person she is. Now, let's give her the benefit of a doubt. Maybe she is going through something in her life. I remember going through something very difficult in my life, and I just quit responding to people. Why? Because I just didn't have the capacity. I had, my sister in the hospital, and we were struggling to, keep her alive. So that was a heavy thing. So I wasn't really in the place to get into people's banters and drama at the time. I'm just saying, let's not assume that she's a dick and she's just being mean to you. Let's hold some graciousness in the fact that maybe she is going through some challenges and maybe one day she'll be able to give you that answer. But ultimately, you have to release it. If she doesn't respond to you, you have to just release that, even though it sucks, even though it's heavy, even though it hurts, even though it creates confusion. You holding on to it doesn't bring you any satisfaction, and it doesn't bring you any liberation. Yes, I know it doesn't bring you any answers, but at the end of the day, what do they say about unforgiveness? Unforgiveness is like drinking poison, hoping that the other person dies. I think that's the thing about uncertainty too. It's like we hold on to this fear of the unknown, hoping that the other person's going to give us answers. And at the end of the day, we have to be adamant about reclaiming peace back into our own lives. So if she doesn't respond, it either reflects that she's going through a very difficult time, or it just reflects her character, that she is a coward and she lacks courage and that she's too selfish to acknowledge other people in her world. And that is your answer there. You can't rescue a person like that. You can't redeem a person like that. That is a journey that she has to go on. And it's my job to really equip you guys so that you don't keep falling into these patterns with women trying to rescue them. No, I'd rather you redeem yourself as a man and become a respectable man that women actually look up to and that they chase, so that you're not always doing the chasing. And you can become that kind of man through my Emotional Warrior program. Make sure you check it out, or you can always go to my website, attractandseduceher.com, and check out that Emotional Warrior program. Listen, guys, you have what it takes. And I know that these sort of situations kind of pull the floor out from under you. It makes you feel kind of incapable, helpless, like maybe there's something wrong with you. Chances are you're dealing with a person who either is going through a rough time or they just lack the courage. But ultimately, you have to go on a journey of not letting this take away your peace of mind, and to not allow your heart to grow cold in a situation like this. Know that you're loved, and my darling, I will see you in my next video. If you like this video, like it and tell me in the comment section which part spoke to you. See you soon.